So I'm gonna go back a little bit and let's talk about how you got your start from being a dancer and then all the way to being an actress. Like,
wow, that's
going
might
back in
take
time.
longer than 8 minutes. I don't know. You know, I've been really blessed. I've wanted to sing, dance, and act my entire life, and obviously, I had the first opportunity through dance, and so I did the show. And I've always, I moved to LA to act, so you know, my path was always going to be to try to make it as an actress, and you know, getting my foot in the door with musicals was kind of the the key for me at the beginning, and now that I've kind of done that, not to say I won't ever do musicals again, I definitely will in the future, but this is the path that I want to take. I want to grow as an actress, and I never want to stay here and feel comfortable. I always want to push myself and grow, and know that whatever I'm doing, it might be hard and stressful, and I might not always get it. In fact, most of the time I won't always get the job, but I know I tried, and I'm growing each step of the way. So
That's important.
yes, it is.
Is there an actress or a group of people that you sort of model yourself after, that you sort of emulate, or anyone that you hold in high esteem?
Well, I hold a lot of actresses in high esteem. I think it's funny because you know, you try to compare yourself to people who you want to be like. I think that you know, there's like the Reese Witherspoons and the Charlize Theron, so they're very different. But you know, the Charlize is all these like really character-driven, independent films, and then there's like the Reese, which is like the all-American, you know, sweetheart who can do these dramatic roles, but also has that America's sweetheart feeling of rom-coms and comedies and romance. And so, you know, there's a balance. I don't know what my path will take, but I just know that whatever I do, I want it to be a challenge to me, but also something that I'm proud of. So
Yeah, diverse.
yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about Katie.
Yes.
She starts in one place at the beginning of the film,
Yeah.
and ends up in a completely other place. So talk about her arc.
Katie has a huge arc. I think that's what fascinated me so much about her. I knew that it was going to be a challenge to play guarded, mysterious, and have a wall. I mean, it's like, how boring could you be? So how am I going to make Katie interesting and likable enough to where Alex would even consider, you know, falling in love with her, and vice versa. So yeah, there was a lot of layers to be had. You know, she's a fighter, and that's one thing that I loved about her. But behind every fighter, there is somebody who's a little bit broken, and I think that's why I definitely resonated with Katie. So
Nice. And working with Josh, you guys had like the best chemistry on set.
Oh, thank you.
I've watched like hours and hours of behind the scenes footage.
Yeah.
So like you and the kids, and just you seem like have a really great unit. So if you could just talk about that a little bit, and how being down there together, and just how it was easy and fun and all that.
Yeah, well, I think exactly what you just said. It was more about the unit than anything. I mean, I don't think that Alex and Katie would have fallen in love without the embrace of the children, and I don't think that we would have had as much chemistry without the children, because they broke all the walls and all the barriers of anybody, you know, putting them up, basically. You know, like, there's so many people that could not be available in the scene to be themselves, but when you have kids, it's not about you anymore, it's about them. So it was really, really great. And by the way, you know, Josh was really hard to look at, so I'm so glad that we had the kids to break the ice.
It's amazing. Yeah, I mean, it seems like they just wanted to be around you guys. They were like, oh, around these two great actors, and they're so cute.
It was amazing. I mean, literally the highlight of my day was, you know, Mimi would be gone for a couple of hours for doing schoolwork, and she would come back and she would run up to me and like jump on me and straddle me and be like, I missed you. And I'm like, I missed you too. So yeah, I mean, like, that was the greatest.
Very cool. Was there a particular scene that was challenging for various reasons, whether it be just like practical location or the scene itself?
I mean, yeah, I mean, as gorgeous as the cabin in the woods was, it was pretty hot and humid, and with 150 to 200 crew guys in 110 humidity. Like, I mean, it started getting smelly. There were ticks. I mean, it was definitely not as glamorous. But then once we were out of that and in the actual town of Southport, I mean, it was absolutely stunning every single day. The breeze, the calm nature, the the people walking down the street. I mean, I loved it because being in Southport, it was, people knew that we were there shooting the movie, but it was never like, oh my gosh, how are you? You're amazing. It was more like, how are you enjoying our town? And can we do anything for you? Like, we were like, wait a minute, this is amazing. These people are incredible. So
Kobe mentioned there's a Christmas store. Did you ever
oh my gosh, the Christmas store. I mean, we would literally leave between like takes or setups and go there, and because it was the summer, like we were getting Christmas ornaments and stuff for the next Christmas, and I mean, it looked like the Grinch stole Christmas or something. Like, it was like huge, beautiful house, kind of gaudy, but really cute.
In the middle of the summer.
In the middle of the summer, yeah. Exactly.
And talking about like working with Lhasa and the collaboration with Nick and all of that, how he is a director and how he let you expand.
Well, Nicholas, I actually spoke to when I first got the role, and talked to him about what he envisioned Katie being like. Obviously, I read the book, and so I could see that, but then just firsthand. And then, of course, Lhasa, like when I first spoke to Lhasa, like we had a very, very good in-depth conversation about just like who we were as people. And so he got to see kind of into my soul pretty deep. So he calls me Honest Blue because I definitely do not have any what you see is what you get with me. And so literally, like, he let me feel vulnerable and be vulnerable without like making me feel exposed or nervous to open up. And he definitely, he challenges you with improv, where like I've never done that before, and it's really scary, never doing anything like that before, and literally doing 20-minute scenes and being like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? But I've never felt so trusted in my life, and especially, being that there's no singing or dancing in this film to rely on, I really felt like I was hired to be an actress, which gave me so much confidence in knowing that, like, I'm going to take whatever I'm learning from Lhasa and this film and just put it all towards, future projects. And it really was my favorite summer of my life so far. So,
that's really great.
Yeah.